Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited today, this broadcast. Thank you, Herbert Kaindi. Let's tune in. If you're coming in, please wave. Say something. I want to know that you're there. Even as we listen to this Mozart symphony and getting ready for the how to discover your purpose. How to discover your purpose. I'm so excited and very much ready today. Thank you, Dorothy Mundui. You can share this broadcast with your friends and invite them to come in. Today is going to be very, very exciting. And I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for connecting. Say something if you're coming in. Wave. Say hi to me. Arnold and Maina, thank you for tuning in. It's going to be an exciting moment today as we find out how to discover purpose. Great, great, great. In just a few minutes and we are going to begin our broadcast. Lovely, lovely that you're here. You can also tell me where you're tuning in from. Which part of Kenya, which part of the world are you tuning in from? My name is Dan Mugera. I'm your coach. I'm excited that you're here. Thank you, Raul Chap, for tuning in. Great, great, great to see you. Thank you, guys. Those who are coming in, say something. In a few minutes, we will begin the topic of the day. How to discover purpose. How to discover purpose. Great to see you. Those who are coming in, please wave, say something, and let's get ready. But tonight is going to be very, very exciting. Tonight is going to be very, very exciting as we find out practical ways on how we can find purpose. I know there are a lot of people who live without a purpose. They don't even know how to find their purpose. Or sometimes you actually are living your purpose, but you don't know whether you're living your purpose. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in. In 2 minutes, we will move on with the broadcast. Great. Share with your friends and let's get ready for the topic of the day. Let's get ready for the topic of the day. Glad. It's a wonderful day. Tuesday, 2nd of June, a new month that God has given us. I know yesterday was Madaraka Day here in Kenya. I don't know how it felt to you. The Madaraka Day with a lockdown, Madaraka Day when we are in fighting this pandemic. Madaraka Day that you could actually not move anywhere. So we are here today to discuss about how to discover your purpose. How to discover your purpose. I once had a friend. He's still my friend. He got an opportunity to go to the US to do his master's degree in a wonderful university, a university that is renowned the world over as far as diplomacy is concerned. And when he came back to Kenya, one of the questions that I asked him was, do you now know your purpose? Because we had the discussion about purpose and gifting so many times. So when he came back, I asked him, do you now know your purpose? And he said, I still don't know my purpose. I asked him, have you discovered your gift? And he said, I'm yet to discover my giftings. And maybe you could be in such kind of a situation. You do not know your purpose. You have not discovered your gift or giftings. You have not discovered your gift or giftings. Thank you very much, Jason Musyoka, Momo Philip, for tuning in. Glad to have you here, Jason, all the way from South Africa. Asimba David, I'm glad that you're here, brother. You know, every human being on earth has a purpose. Whether individuals will live to discover their God-given purpose is another thing. Lilian Odhiambo, thank you for watching. It's a pity that in pursuit of money, people have neglected purpose. Many people are ready to do anything if they are guaranteed a livelihood. And so most of the time we rush to find livelihood and sacrifice purpose at the altar of livelihood. Thank you, Sureya Robley, for tuning in. It's surprising that it least matters whether or not it is in line with their purpose. Most people will find livelihood whether the livelihood is in line with their purpose or not. And I wanted to know that this talk today and the series that I've been doing right from like 2 weeks ago, when we talked about the negative effect of beliefs, and last week we spoke about we discussed about the dangers of the 3 C's. All this is based on my soon-to-be released book, Eradicating a Poverty Mentality. Thank you, Avuki, for tuning in. So the sacrifice of purpose at the altar of convenience has become so rampant that many people have lost their sense of direction. Many people have lost their sense of direction. It is in the discovery of purpose that aligns you with your true wealth capabilities. When you discover your purpose, then you align your purpose with your true wealth capabilities. When purpose is attained, there is always a sense of fulfillment. That's what I've discovered, that when purpose is attained, there is always a sense of fulfillment. And the question I want to ask today is, have you discovered your purpose? Have you discovered your purpose? So today I want to take you through practical steps on how you can discover your purpose. It's not difficult. I know most of the time we think like it's mysterious. It's so difficult for one to find their purpose. But you know what? I'm going to give you practical steps that you will find your purpose. If you follow them, you are going to find your purpose. And so let me give you what I call the FAE to purpose. F for fulfillment, A for acknowledgement, and E for enjoyment. F for fulfillment, A for acknowledgement, and E for enjoyment. Do you gain fulfillment when you do it? Does it leave you with a sense of satisfaction and a desire to do it again, irrespective of the challenges you encountered? That could tell you whether this is something that you need to do for a lifetime, or you need to pursue it as a purpose, or not. This is because most people do a lot of things, but they do not really find fulfillment. Thank you, Balkesa Sheikh and Suleiman Shikalu, for tuning in. I'm glad you are here, my sister. So most people do a lot of things, like I say, for livelihood, but they do not find fulfillment. And so you need to ask yourself, do you gain fulfillment when you do it? Does it leave you with a sense of satisfaction and a desire to do it again, irrespective of the challenges that you encountered? That you could be encountering challenges, but you know what? You don't mind the challenges. You want to do it again and again and again. And even when you encounter the greatest of challenge, you will still find yourself satisfied and fulfilled with what you have done. That could be an indication that you are on the right path, the path to your purpose. But the second thing is A, for acknowledgement. Do people acknowledge you and what you're doing? Do they say words such as, you are designed for this, keep going? I like it when you are the one doing it. Keep learning and pushing. You know, you are made for this. Such words are a reflection of your capacity to do what you're doing. Let me tell you, only genuine friends will utter such words to you. Thank you, Lela Wale, for tuning in, and Janit all the way from the Netherlands for tuning in. So in most cases, you will find that genuine friends only push you towards what they have examined and therefore consider as the best direction your life ought to take. The best direction your life ought to take. So fulfillment. Do you find fulfillment in what you're doing? And then do you get acknowledgement? Do you get acknowledgement even as you are doing it? So check those two things. Do you find fulfillment from within? This fulfillment has to come from within you. And then number two is acknowledgement. Genuine friends who tell you, look, this is great. You are made for this. I like it when you are the one doing this. And then number three, or the third letter is E. So F for fulfillment, for those who are joining us, F for acknowledgement, and then E for enjoyment. Do you enjoy what you're doing? Is the joy coming from inside of you? Can you keep at it without monetary motivation? In other words, can you do it without getting paid? Is there something that you can do it and do it very well even when nobody is paying you for that particular work? Do you enjoy what you're doing? Is the joy coming from inside of you? And can you keep at it without monetary motivation? Now look at this trend. One is F, fulfillment, the first one. You are getting fulfilled. And then two, you are enjoying what you are acknowledged. People acknowledge you for what you're doing. And then the third thing is enjoyment. Do you enjoy what you are doing? Is the joy coming from inside of you? Can you keep at it without monetary motivation? Are there things that you have been doing and you can do them irrespective of whether somebody pays you or not? You know, the capacity to enjoy what we are doing is consequential to our purpose. Look, rarely do people enjoy doing what is not in line with their purpose. That's what I've found out. Few people enjoy what they do. Majority merely endure what they do. And it's a pity that there are a lot of people today in the world who endure what they do. They endure what they do. The question of whether enjoyment of what you do comes from within you is key, because purpose is intrinsic. Purpose is intrinsic. Now let me tell you this. You will also realize that you need little motivation to do anything that is in line with your purpose. You need little motivation to do anything that is in line with your purpose. It could be challenging. I'm not disagreeing. But you know what? You need little motivation to do anything that is in line with your purpose. Now, the drive of purpose is not primarily money. Now, I want you to get this. I want you to get this, because this is where most people go wrong. The drive of purpose is not primarily money. However, purpose brings money, and a lot more than money. Let's pause there and just reflect. Let's pause there and just reflect. Thank you, Whitney Kihara and Pam Tash, for tuning in. I'm glad that you are here. So let me take you to some examples here. Let's pick somebody here that you know. Ronaldo, the footballer, does not need to be paid to play football. Football is his passion. Interestingly, his passion is the reason he gets paid. Or let's pick Nelson Mandela. He did not need to fight against apartheid and consequently got to prison to be honored. Nonetheless, it's for his sacrifice and selflessness that he is honored and celebrated the world over. Look, I do not need to be paid for speaking. In fact, I'm doing this broadcast. I'm enjoying doing this broadcast. I enjoy coaching. I enjoy training. I don't need to be paid for me to speak, for me to coach. Nonetheless, it's for that reason. People pay me to coach them. People pay me to train them. Companies call me to speak to their staff. Are you getting the reality? You need to find enjoyment in doing it. Enjoyment precedes outcomes. Enjoyment precedes outcome. So for the purpose of those who are joining in, we are discussing how to find purpose. Practical steps on how you can find purpose. And I have given you 3 steps. One is fulfillment. Do you find fulfillment in what you're doing, irrespective of challenges that be? 2, do you get acknowledgement? Do genuine friends come to you and say, you are made for this? I like it when you're doing it. You do it so well. I like your zeal in following up in this. Acknowledgement. And then the 3rd thing is enjoyment. Do you enjoy? Is there joy coming from inside of you when you're doing this particular thing? Look, when you are in your purpose, it's not about 8 hours job. You can work past 8 hours because to you it's life. It's life, guys. And so when you find your purpose, what next then? What next to develop that purpose, to preserve that purpose, and take yourself to what I call the mountaintop of success and significance? The 3 F's of purpose. I'm going to give you the 3 F's of purpose because these 3 F's will develop, will magnify your purpose, connect it with your giftings, and take you to that mountaintop of success. The 3 F's of purpose. F number 1 is focus. Focus. Friends and family. Focus. Number 2 is friends. And number 3, the 3rd F is family. These are very critical in your course to realize your purpose. Fulfillment first, acknowledgement, and then enjoyment. Enjoyment, right. But then after that, follow the 3 F's. Focus. Whatever we focus our energies on will eventually grow, glow, and become great. It is said that life is a study of attention. Whatever you focus on glows, whatever you concentrate on grows. That is the truth of the matter. It does not matter whether in the meantime we attain excellence or not. What counts is our will to keep doing. Listen to me. I have seen people that may not be very good at something, but because they focused and kept doing it, eventually they were living their purpose with a lot of fulfillment, acknowledgement, and enjoyment. Look, while excellence cannot be decimated, it's those who never give up who succeed. It's those who never give up who succeed. Now, you can look around. You can look around. Show me a focused person, and I will show you a person who will eventually realize his or her full potential. No, focus is the ultimate weapon which gets the enemies of your purpose to give way. If you want the enemies of your purpose to give way, then you will need to focus. Let me tell you this. I got into personal development industry 2008. 2007 was a hallmark year for me because that was the time that I made the decision that I want to get into personal development industry. I remember going to 2 of my friends and telling them that we need to register a personal development company. Then we registered a company called Allegro Leadership Services. But I remember telling them this, that there could be 1,000 people who are thinking the same as we are thinking right now. The only difference will be who will start fast and who will keep going. And some of you who know me know that I began speaking so many years ago, 12 years ago. Maybe that was the time that you connected with me and I came and spoke at your company, you know. But the real thing has been focus. The real thing has been focus. And because of focus, I am where I am today, even though I have not achieved all that I will want to achieve. There's still a long way I want to go. But it will take focus again to scale the mountaintop of success to the next level. The second F is friends. Friends. The second F is friends. Genuine friends care about your purpose. That's what I've realized. Genuine friends care about your purpose. They may not necessarily share the same professional background with you, but they observe and genuinely encourage you to pursue cause. Genuine friends sometimes see more potential in you than you are able to appreciate. That's what I've come to realize about genuine friends. They see more potential in you more than you are able to appreciate. I have been helped by genuine friends to be where I am today. I'm grateful for genuine friends who believed in me, invested in me, and kept me going. But I'm also glad that I've been able to be a genuine friend to other people and help them become the best version of themselves. Now I will tell you this. Recently when I wrote this book, and always I've never considered myself as a good writer. As a good writer. I've never considered myself a good writer. I feel I'm more natural when I'm speaking, but not when I'm writing. But I was surprised. When my editor told me, and he was very passionate about what he was saying, and I could feel he was speaking from his heart. He said, Dan, you're a good writer. You may be different in the way you write, but you're a good writer. And for the first time, here was a person who is an expert in matters writing, who was convinced that I'm a good writer. And he urged me on and said, Dan, I think you can write as many books as you want because you are unique in the way you process your thoughts and put your thoughts down. Genuine friends have been with you and they continue being with you. They see more potential in you than you are able to appreciate. I remember a friend of mine, he came into my classes as a student many years back. His name is Kamau. And Kamau came into class and I observed as Kamau was doing his presentations that there was more in Kamau than just what meets the eye. I felt this person, if he wants, he can be a good coach, a good trainer, he can make a good speaker. But it took time for me to convince him, He was doing his daily job as an IT expert. And one time I told him, Kamau, I believe you can be a trainer. You can be a teacher, a good teacher. You can be a coach. But you do not need to leave your job and jump into this. Just take it one day at a time. And I gave him the platform to begin coaching the same class that he had passed through several years back. That is the professional speakers course. Slowly by slowly, he began to pick it. And as he discovered that and enjoyed it and began to connect with other platforms and doing what he loves, he wrote a letter of resignation to his company. Today, he is fully into the personal development industry and other businesses that brings fulfillment to him. Did I tell him to leave his job? No. What I did was simply becoming a genuine friend to him to tell him what I believed he was good at. And because of that, he kept doing that. And slowly but slowly, he graduated to the level whereby he could hear that still small voice inside of him, urging him to do or to go for what is the right direction for him. Genuine friends have been with you. They are honest. They avoid adulations and soberly point out what you are good at and what you're not. This in a way, helps you to locate your radar and directs you to your purpose. Now remember that it is the interplay between your purpose and gift that pushes you to greatness. The interplay between your purpose and gift. When you find your purpose and you interconnect your purpose with your gift, then the rest is history, as they say. The interplay between your purpose and your gift will position you to greatness. The interplay between your purpose and your gift will push you to destiny. Look, for their part, friends become your cheering squad in your race to your destiny. They keep urging you on and say, go, go, this is your thing. So, focus, and then friends. And the third F is family. The third F is family. Family is very important. Your family is your identity, root, and the soft pad which you always fall back to. Now, wait a moment. During this time of COVID-19, most of us have realized that you could have a lot of people and a lot of friends, but at the end of the day, you spend a lot of time with your family. Your family was there for you. You were closed in together, isolated together during this time. I found a lot of fulfillment spending a lot of time with my wife and children. Why? Because family is very, very important. Now, in your purpose, you will need a family to work with you. Now, a family in this context of your purpose, we are not talking about your immediate family, is a group of people whose purpose in life resonates with yours. In the context of your purpose, it's a group of people whose purpose resonates with you. In other words, family is a group of people who are in your industry. So get to find people that are in your industry, because those are the people that become your purpose. Your family. Now, let me tell you this. If David Rudisha, the 800-meter world champion, had hung out with footballers, could he have achieved as much as he has so far? Could he have achieved as much as he has so far? No, I don't think so. David Rudisha had to hang out with athletes, and he had to find athletes that run the particular race that he wants to be the world champion in, and that is the 800 meter. He did not hang out with marathoners. No, he hung out with a family of 800-meter athletes that could be pace setters for him to get the right speed to become who he has become. Suppose Barack Obama, the first African-American president with Kenyan roots, had spent most of his time with farmers learning how to farm. Would he have achieved his political dreams? I don't think so. The purpose must be aligned to the right family. Your purpose must be aligned to the right family. And that's where most people struggle. You have a purpose, but you don't align it with the right family. You spend time with people that are going a totally different direction. A family of people who share your aspiration and purpose in life. You want to become a designer? Find out people who are also designers that you can learn from them and get challenged. When I discover that my purpose is empowering people through leadership development and equipping them through speaking, coaching, and training, I looked for role models, some of whom later became my mentors. One of these is a man who I have been following for the last 18 years. John C. Maxwell is a renowned speaker, coach, and author who has over 4 decades of experience in leadership and personal development. When I joined his worldwide team, the John Maxwell team, I found a family of people who, in their own unique way, were doing the same thing I am doing. This gave me a sense of belonging and a feeling that I was not alone. I remember last year when I went to Orlando, Florida for the live training, we were over 3,000 of us in that particular ballroom, And it was a wow moment, as we connect with over 3,000 people who came from 165 countries around the world. But that was not the only thing. The glamour of finding people who have discovered their purpose and they're doing what they should do to develop themselves was just amazing. I found a family of people who in their own unique ways were doing the same thing I am doing. That said, I have also found other people in my country who are passionate about people development, and we have connected and become a family of believers in our purpose. Some of them were even my former students, but today we have connected. In retrospect, I can say that a family strives to make you better by challenging you, correcting you, and showing you love. Look, if you're going to strive to develop your purpose, you need to focus, you need friends, genuine friends, and you need a family. People who are in the same industry who will keep nurturing you and helping you, and you helping them, you sharpening each other to become the best version of yourselves. This will take you to great places. But you know what? Remember the FAE to purpose. Fulfillment. Do you get fulfilled? Do you find acknowledgement? And do you enjoy what you are doing? So today I urge you to focus. Find out your purpose and then focus. Interconnect your purpose with your gift. And listen to me, the rest will be history, as they say. And then I urge you to find genuine friends who will urge you on. And then find a family. It could be 1, 2, 3, or 5 people who are doing the same thing and they're in the same industry as you. This will push you into places. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my joy always to come to you because I care for you. I equip to empower people because I care about you. I care about your life. I care about the design you are giving to your life more than the design you're giving to your career. Because if you design your life well, you will not even struggle when it comes to your career. And during this time, we are open to this discussion. I will encourage you to connect with me, to connect with the Africa Center for Public Speaking. Visit our website. Send us an email to info@publicspeakingtc.org, or you can reach me directly, drop me a message, call me. My number is on my Facebook profile. Call me. Let's keep this conversation going. And in case you are saying, Dan, I need more help to find my purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. I'm here to help you, and you can connect and we keep this conversation going. We are already doing an intake for the professional speakers course this June. We are thinking if they open up the space, then we're going to go to a physical class. If not, we can still do this through virtual. We are also beginning a leadership development program on Thursday, and we already have a quorum of people that are dedicated to go through this course. And right there, you can jump in and become part and parcel of this class to sharpen your leadership skills during this time of isolation, to sharpen yourself so that by the time things go back to the new normal, you are well equipped to move in the right direction. Always a joy to connect with you through FB Live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Now, this is our time, and we look forward to make it better and better. And let's connect more, and let's do this again and again. God bless you. God bless you, and see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m. You can invite friends. You can share this broadcast with friends. You can keep this discussion of finding purpose with your friends and how to nurture your purpose through the 3 F's going forward. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.